Centennial Coyotes. Both schools are playing tonight as members of the Arizona Interscholastic Association and abide by the rules and regulations set forth by the association to maintain and improve high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. The officials for tonight's game are referee Ken Molly, umpire Ronaldo Peru, head linesman Kevin Martin, line judge Keith Norgren, back judge Danny Rose. Their experience and integrity qualify them as officials for this interscholastic contest.
Do you have the capability to during a golf tournament, they don't show you the shot that's happening right now. They might record it.
So that's the problem. Bryce could. So Bryce, his TriCaster, the one that they will national anthem TriCaster, that has instant replay built in. So you can record up to I think 10 shots and then color them. So that's how you do it. That would be amazing.
Yeah, we're still early. We're supposed to have national anthem 6 seconds.
So you can be still talking, got your sponsor things in there, buddy. You can say your normal welcome to Kellis. Gosh. To do what? Dude, he's doing everything he's doing. Those are spot on shots. Those are super cool because no one else is getting those shots. You can take off for now. Go ahead and take off. Just the scoreboard. Okay, there you go. Perfect. So, ladies, these are the picture.
So I can do it right before the game. Okay, that's what we'll talk together.
I know I love
Kellis and Centennial are members of the AIA and abide by the rules and regulations set forth by the AIA to maintain high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. At tonight's meeting, Kellis and the AIA athletes will watch and cheer for your results. Sportsmanship is aiming to responsibility and spectator behavior should represent respect for equal spectators, coaches, and game officials, as well as your school and its representatives. The athletes performing tonight are friendly rivals of opposing teams. They are not enemies. Aggressive and threatening behavior from spectators or any other private activity at tonight's game will result in possible prosecution from law enforcement personnel. Please remember to pursue victory with love. Our referees for tonight's game are referee Ken Molly, umpire Ronaldo, head linesman Kevin Martin, line judge Keith Norgren, and back judge Danny Ross. Thank you two gentlemen for being here tonight.
Watch, they're gonna start rolling out right. They're walking say something like, "This was further than his team get here." Yeah, we got the team coming out.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand and remove your hands.
At this time, please, stand and gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight, the national anthem will be performed by your Kellis Marching Corps.
Captains for Centennial are 8 and 40. 84, 8 and 40. Put their names in. They have adjusted that right eye. Eyes and minds.
It's pretty hot. You can dial that just a tiny bit.
Down.
Well, yeah, like close it a little bit. Yeah, it's a little too hot. Yes, much better.
The captains tonight for the visiting Centennial Coyotes will be number 84, Joseph Salazar, number 40, Derek Jadarski, number 8, Jonathan Morris. Captains for your Kellis Cougars are number 3, Andrew De Leon, number 4, Kalen Jordan, number 53, Rio Guest, and number 74, George Castanede. As the captains meet for the coin toss tonight, Kellis fans, please direct your attention to the 40-yard line. At this time, our sponsor, Next Care Urgent Care, would like to present 2 students with the Athlete of the Week award. Matthew Burke for football and Examena Zelvetta from Spirit Line. Matthew is a 4-year member of the football program and holds a 3.7 GPA. Coach Hogg states, Matthew always works hard and strives to improve every day. Thank you, Matthew.
Just tell them to stop. Tell them to stop. Tell them to stop. Tell them to stop.
The Meta is a member of our Spirit Line through the season, has continuously stepped up and done everything necessary to help her team improve. She is always smiling no matter what. She puts her all into everything that she does. She always encourages all her teammates to do their best and never give up. Coach Lever says, I am proud of the leader she is becoming. Thank you. Congratulations to Matthew and his Emma, and thanks to Next Care Urgent Care for their support. PSBN would like to thank the following sponsors: Celebrity Tucks and Tails, Huntington University, Arizona, the Core Institute, Universal Athletic, we're getting ready for the game. Cougars are going to kick off the Centennial Coyotes. Welcome to this production of PSBN Varsity Volleyball between the Raymond S. Kellis Cougars and Centennial Coyotes. I'm Spencer Barton. Alongside me is Matthew.
Michael Gaudreau.
My bad, Michael.
Thank you. Yes, and sorry, this is not a volleyball game. This is a football game, varsity football. Kellis versus Centennial. I think we'll have a good one tonight.
Back to return for the Coyotes is number 3, Jaden Young. Kicking off for the Cougars, number 7, Vince Espinoza. He'll get out past the 40 and will be tackled around the 45-yard line.
That was a pretty short kick. Picked up at about 35.
So that was returned by number 14, Dalen Miller. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at their own 44. Big shout out to our outstanding chain crew working the sidelines tonight. Jess Kobos, Lacey Perdomo, Sean Cohen, and Duncan Thompson. Gonna be a pass, complete. And he'll be tackled around the 50. That was complete by number 11, Andre Dembidi.
These are things like, for example, you guys need to say that during the first quarter. You know what I mean?
He's under center. Motion. It's going to be a run. And we tackled at the Cougars' 41-yard line. That was a run by number 40, Derek Jajarski, the fullback. It will be 1st and 10 at the Cougar 41. Jonathan Morris all alone in the backfield. Drops back. It's going to be complete. And he'll be tackled at 35. Complete by number 3, Jaden Young. Gain of 6 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 4 at the Cougars 35. Motion. It's going to be a handoff. They're going to mark him around the 30-yard line. So it's going to be a 1st down for the Coyotes. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at the Cougar 31. That was a run by number 84, Joseph Solarzar. Completion.
We at least have the downs.
Inside the 15.
It is now 1st and 10. So
There's a flag on the play.
Second down. You get what I'm saying? And then how many yards? Just listen to what he's saying and you answer those. So it's a little bit more accurate. A little more work, but we got to get this one. So cool. Now we have this. We've never had that before. That's what I'm so proud of having. Like, you never have that shot down the line.
And they're going to wave the flag. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at the Cougar 12-yard line.
Yeah.
Motion. Timeout, Coyotes. The volleyball team finishes the regular season on Tuesday, October 29th at Ironwood. The team has worked extremely hard all season and is hoping to qualify for the state tournament. Good luck, ladies. So far, the Coyotes have gotten down to the Cougars' 12-yard line already. Motion.
But the funny thing is,
We're just going to hand it off. That was a run by number 25, Mark Jacob, tackled by number 3, Andrew De Leon. Bring up a 2nd and 12 at the Cougar 14.
This has been a strong, effective drive for the Coyotes. Now they're in field goal range. We'll see if they can get points on the board.
It's going to be another run. Down to the Cougar 8-yard line. Gain of 4. Gonna bring a third and goal. I mean, 3rd and 5. That's Cougars' 8-yard line. Gonna be a pass. It's gonna be complete to number 13. Brad Young on the completion, the tight end. And touchdown for the Coyotes. Coyotes attempt the extra point. Next point is up, and it is good. 7-0 Coyotes over the Cougars.
That was a really good first drive for the Coyotes. They made each play count. So now they've got 7 points on the board.
Let's see what if the Cougars can respond. Back to return for the Cougars. Is number 16, Anthony Roland. Kicking off for the Coyotes, number 30.
I wish I knew his name. If somebody could tell me his name.
There's going to be a touchback. Now come the Cougars for their first drive of the game. They're led by senior quarterback number 4, Kalen Jordan.
A lot of times on Cougar offense, we see Kalen Jordan handing it off while he has lots of room on the field. We'll see if he changes it up or if he sticks playing it safe.
Jordan's going to hand it off to number 15, Andrew Policio.
Flag
on the play. As the tackle is made at the 15. Holding on the offense. Penalties decline. So it'll be second down and 15 is a lot. The loss 4 on that one. It's going to bring up second and 14 from the Cougars' own 16. They're going to hand it off again. It's going to be immediately tackled. Gain of a yard. It's going to bring up a third down and 13 from their own 17. Jordan drops back. Incomplete pass. Intended for number 1, Kyle Stills. It's going to bring up a fourth down. And now comes the punt team for the Cougars. Back to return for the Coyotes is number 4, Elijah Brooks. Flag on the play. It's a penalty on the Coyotes. Offside. And the snap is over his head. He'll get the punt away. He'll be immediately tackled inside the 15. Great starting field position for the Coyotes on this drive.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate to see the snap go over his head. The punt only was picked up at about the 17-yard line.
They are going to mark him at the 13-yard line. So first and 10 for the Coyotes at the Cougars' 13-yard line.
Score here pretty soon. In between that and like the extra point, I don't mind if we don't see the extra point to play another commercial.
Going to be a handoff to number 1. Those running right number 1. Jackson Lindholm.
Second down, ball on.
It's gonna be 2nd and 5 at the Cougars 8-yard line for the Coyotes. It's being a handoff again. And he is in. Touchdown, Coyotes.
That'll put 13 points on the board for Coyotes. We're going to go to a quick commercial. We'll see you back.
And we are back as the Coyotes PAT is good, and they lead 14-0 with 5:32 left to go in the first quarter. As the Cougars punt resulted in great field position for the Coyotes, and in 2 plays the Coyotes go right down the field and score. Back to return for the Cougars is number 16, Anthony Roland. Kicking off for the Coyotes, number 30.
Yeah, and well, it's weird. It's not fitting. He's the tallest kid I've ever been on. It was on training the other day. For whatever reason, it's a lot of fit up. It's like, that was like way inside. And I was like I wear that thing right here. I can let it go. It stands right there for it. So yeah, so I was like, okay, I don't know if it's because it's so tall and his hips are weird, or
I see Donald Solomon.
like I can see that you can, like there's like 7, yeah, so maybe I put it closer to like 6 or something, maybe it weights it down. I think she's tired. Yeah. Too high, so it's just, I don't ever notice it.
Gonna break a tackle, and we'll get out of bounds around the 30-yard line, where the Cougars are going to take over for their second possession of the game. After a quick 3-and-out in their last drive.
Ball caught by number 24 on Kellis Cougars, Robert Vaughn Carter.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 29. Motion. Jordan's going to drop back. It's going to be complete to Andrew Policio. They're going to mark him at 31 for a gain of 2, bringing up 2nd and 8. Motion. Jordan drops back, and he's going to be sacked by number 57, Andy Belmontes. He's going to bring up, he plays the ball at the 25. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 from their own 25. Jordan drops back. He's going to try to run, and he is sacked again. He's sacked by number 14, Dalen Miller. He's going to bring up 4th down and 21 from their own 18. Back to return for the Coyotes is number 4, Elijah Brooks. It's a long kick. Return from the 25. And he'll be pushed out of bounds around the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 40 at the 46. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at their own 46. It's going to be holding on the Coyotes. Will be a 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. At their own 33 after the penalty. Motion. It's going to drop back to pass Morris. And it's going to be incomplete.
Almost intercepted by number 3, Andy DeLeon.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 33 for the Coyotes. Official timeout. It's going to be a handoff to number 24. So the handoff to James Scott. And there was a fumble on the play, recovered by the Cougars. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Coyote 36-yard line.
This will be great field position for the Cougars. We'll see if they can put points on the board. Right now it's still 14-0, 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
Jordan's going to hand it off. There was a fumble. Cougars jump right back on it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cougars from the Coyote 36. Jordan's going to drop back. It's going to be complete to number 1, Kyle Stills.
Great catch on that low pass.
We'll mark him at the 31-yard line, gain of 5. So he's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Cougars. Jordan drops back. It's going to be complete, but he's going to be just short of the marker. They're going to mark him at the 28. He's going to bring up a 4th down and 2 from the Coyotes 28. Cougars going to keep the offense on the field. Jordan drops back. And it is batted down. And it's going to be a turnover on down, so 1st and 10 for the Coyotes.
Those were 2 really good plays by the Cougars. You could see the receivers doing their best to get the ball in their hands. Centennial's defense is just up to par tonight, though.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes from their own 28. On the last drive, they lost a fumble. That's what they're going to do on this drive. Jaden Young at quarterback for the Coyotes. Motion. It's going to be a pass. Incomplete. Intended for number 1, Daxon Lindholm. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Coyotes. It's going to be a run. Young's going to keep it. Hurdles a defender and gets out of bounds around the 35-yard line.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. As it was holding against the Coyotes. So we 2nd down for the Coyotes. It's going to be 2nd down and 17 coming up for the Coyotes at their own 21. Motion. Going to be a pass complete. Pass, and it's going to be tackled around the 45-yard line. A late flag comes in. So it's complete to number 12. Going to be a face mask against the Cougars. So we added to the end of the run. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at the Cougar 41. Motion. Going to be complete to number 14. Will be to the 30. Taken out around the 25. So that was complete by Dylan Miller. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at the 25-yard line.
Only 22 seconds left in the clock on the first quarter. We'll see if Coyotes can get even more points on the board.
We're just going to drop back, steps up, and complete, touchdown, Coyotes, complete to number 3, Jaden Young. So there's a flag on the play. Penalty against the Coyotes. There's going to be too many men on the field against the Coyotes. It'll be first and first down and 20 for the Coyotes at their own 40, at the Cougar 40-yard line. It's going to be a handoff. Only gain almost all of that yardage back. That was a run by number 1, Daxon Lindholm. That is the end of the first quarter. We're going to go to commercial.
Like most school districts across the valley, Peoria Unified receives funding for our people and programs from a maintenance and operations override. The current maintenance and operations override, or M&O, funds healthcare professionals, assistant principals on all campuses, maintains class sizes, and pays for programs such as arts, music, physical education, full-day kindergarten, reading, gifted education, and athletics and extracurricular activities. Our governing board recently called for an election where we'll ask our voters to renew and increase our M&O override. The increase would fund safety initiatives, like more counseling and intervention support service positions and additional staff compensation. In order to vote, you must be a registered voter in the state of Arizona. This election is a mail-in ballot only election, meaning you must drop your ballot in the mail by November 1st, rather than visiting your local polling place. To learn more, visit peoriaunified.org/bonds and overrides. Like most school districts across the valley, Peoria Unified receives funding for our people and programs.
And we are back as the Coyotes come out to start the second quarter at 2nd and 14 at the Cougar 29. Motion. He's going to keep it. So he's at the 20. He'll be out around the 15-yard line. That was a run by number 15, Eric Haney.
Coyotes running backs do a really good job of getting outside and using their speed to get as far down the field as they can.
He's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Coyotes. Ball's at the 17, at the Cougar 17. Morris under center. Motion. It's going to be a handoff to number 2. He's going to have the first down. He's going to be taken down at the 11-yard line. That was a run by number 2, Tage Rigby. Gain of 6. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at the Cougar 11-yard line. Morris under center. It's gonna be a pass, and it's gonna be complete. Touchdown, Coyotes. That pass is complete to number 15, Eric Haney. Coyotes lead 20-0. That's kick the extra point. It is up and it is good. 21-0 Coyotes. 11:16 left to go before halftime. We're gonna go to commercial.
Peoria residents, they understand something that maybe others don't. Something that they feel, something you can't really explain. You've got to be here, live here, stay here. This is the place for the night, the place to meet your heroes, to work. Find your history, your future, express yourself and be who you are. This is a place for people who like to relax and for those who definitely don't. For people who like to explore, and for those who've already found what they've been looking for. Whether you're looking to invest, build, start, or end your journey, you've found it. Peoria is the place.
And we are back. Back to return for the Cougars, number 16, Anthony Roland. Kicking off for the Coyotes, number 30. The Coyotes lead 21-0 here in the second quarter. It's going to return from the 16. It's going to be tackled at the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 20-yard line. Their last drive, they went for it on 4th down and didn't get it. For winter sports, if you plan on participating in a winter sport, you need to have your paperwork turned in to Miss Gurry before the first day of tryouts. Tryouts start Monday, November 4th. Jordan drops back, and incomplete as there's a flag that comes in. Pass interference against the Coyotes. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 35.
Will you go just relieve her for a little bit? Cool, thanks. How are you doing? What do you need? Anything?
Jordan's gonna hand it. He's gonna hand it off, and he is gonna lose about a yard on the play.
You need a break.
That was a run.
I'll take over for an hour. Doesn't
run by number 3, Andrew De Leon. It's going to be second and 11 at their own 34.
It's weird. Does anybody have Haley, her number or anything? I mean, for your text her? First of all, I want to make sure she's okay. Do you have her number?
Motion.
Sorry.
I have her on Snapchat.
Snapchat or tell her.
Jordan drops back. It's going to be complete to number 15, Andrew Policio. So they lose another yard. It's going to bring up third down and 12 from their own 33. Jordan drops back. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for number 10, Alex Medina. It's going to bring up fourth down and 12. Now comes the punt team for the Cougars. Kicking for the Cougars is number 38, Pedro Soto. Back to return for the Coyotes is number 4, Elijah Brooks. Going to return from the Coyote 30. And he's going to be marked down at the 41. So it'll be first and 10 for the Coyotes at their own 41-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Coyotes at their own 41. Morris under center.
Oh my God, Bree, be careful.
He's all alone in the backfield. He's going to drop back. It's going to be complete to number 12. And he's going to be taken down around the 49-yard line. Complete to number 12, Rashawn Adams. Second down. Second and 4, number 48. It's going to be complete to number 11, to the 45, and that was caught by number 3, Jaden Young. Caught by number 11, Andre Dembidi. It'll be first and 10 for the Coyotes at the Cougar 42. Morris all alone in the backfield. Drops back. Complete. They're going to mark him at 36. Complete by number 12, Rashawn Adams. Gain of 6, going to bring up a second down and 4 for the Coyotes at the Cougar 36. Motion. It's going to be pitch to number 15 to the 40 to the 35. And they're going to mark him down at the 22. So the run by number 15, Eric Haney. First and 10 for the Coyotes. That's Cougar 22. Timeout, Cougars. We're going to go to commercial.
Media Productions is a class where you learn everything from pre-production to post-production and everything in between. In this class, we practice video production, motion graphics, and graphic arts. I personally like this class because I'm able to work with industry equipment and people that enjoy the same career as me.
Software programming is a class where we learn different programming languages in order to create games and websites. I chose to take this class in order to prepare me for a career in software development, video, and programming.
In advanced software development, you learn a lot of many functions that are applicable to life. You learn how to use advanced stacks,
We are back.
trees, and arrays in Java.
Gonna be
You're
first
able to
attempt for the
utilize all
Coyotes.
these
That's Cougar.
functions that you learn, such in FBLA, and their coding and programming nationally, a national tournament, and even NASA through Zero Robotics.
Just missed. The Coyotes just got a big run. Be first attempt, first and goal for the Coyotes at the Cougar 10-yard line. As the Coyotes lead at 21-0. 7:32 left to go before halftime. This is senior night here for the Cougars. Motion. We're just going to hand it off to number 3, Jaden Young. We're going to mark him down at the Cougar 3-yard line. It's going to be second and goal from the Cougars 3-yard line. It's going to be a run. Late flag comes in. Holding on the Coyotes. And the Cougars will accept the penalty, so it'll be second and goal for the Coyotes at the Cougar 14-yard line. Morris under center. Motion. Flag. Delay game on the Coyotes. That bites the Coyotes up even further. It'll be 2nd and goal from the Cougars' 19-yard line. Morris under center. Gonna drop back. He's got a man open, and it is gonna be complete for a Coyote touchdown. Coyotes lead 27-0. Next point is up, and it is good. 28-0 Coyotes with 5:52 left to go before halftime. We're gonna go to commercial.
Peoria residents.
My name is Marisol Ortiz, and I work here at the Peoria Community Center as a recreation leader. I sing. I love to sing, and I've been singing since I was very little, and I love to entertain. I'm currently a contestant in this Spanish talent show. It's called Tengo Talento, Mucho Talento. They kind of knew I had gigs every now and then, but I really never, talked about it much until now. With the show that I'm participating in, and it's been great hearing the feedback from my coworkers and knowing that I have their support during this crazy adventure. It's been great. I take it as an adventure. I'm gonna just enjoy it. Whatever the outcome, it'll be a blessing. But I'm just taking it day by day and enjoying each day. So far, the judges have been great. And they've given me constructive criticism as well, so I want to be able to apply that for the.
And we are back. As that was returned by number 24, Robert Devon Carter, out to the Cougar 37. 1st and 10 for the Cougars, thrown 37-yard line. Jordan drops back, and he is going to be sacked. Loss of about 3 on the sack. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13 from their own 34. Jordan drops back. It's going to be dropped. Andrew Policio cannot bring it in. 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Cougars. Their own 34-yard line. Motion. Jordan drops back. He's going to step up, and he is going to be sacked by number 57, Andy Belmontes. His second sack of the night. And out comes the punt team for the Cougars. Kicking for the Cougars, number 38, Pedro Soto. Back to return for the Coyotes is number 4, Elijah Brooks.
That'd be nice. That way you can just take a break and I'll handle all that weird stuff.
I can't touch it.
We first and 10 for the Coyotes at their own 43-yard line. So the penalty on the Coyotes. It's coming up at halftime. We're going to be nominating our cheer seniors, our Spirit Line seniors, coming up at halftime along with the cheer performance. Morris drops back. It's going to be complete by number 11. Breaks a tackle to the 45, to the 40, breaks another tackle to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, down inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 8-yard line. So that was complete by number 11, Andre Dembidi. We first and goal for the Coyotes at the Cougars' 9-yard line. It's going to be complete to number 14. Touchdown, Coyotes. Complete by number 14, Dylan Miller. And the Coyotes lead 34-0. Coyotes send the PAT. PAT is up, and it is good. 35-0. Coyotes over the Cougars. 3:25 left to go before halftime. We're going to go to commercial. And we are back getting ready for the kickoff. Back to return for the Cougars, number 16, Anthony Rolon. So he'll return it. And we tackle at the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 12-yard line. Jordan drops back. He's going to run. Get a gain of about 2 on the carry. It'll be second. He's second down and 8 from their own 14 coming up for the Cougars. Jordan drops back. Gonna air one out, and it's gonna be incomplete. Intended for number 17, Simon Nicholson. Eric Haney was in coverage. 2:39 left to go before half here. Coming up at halftime will be the cheer seniors, Spirit Line seniors, and a cheer performance. And an RSK marching corps performance as well. Jordan drops back. He's going to step up and he's going to be tackled. He's tackling around the 13. He's going to bring up 4th down and 9 from their own 13 for the Cougars. As the punt team going to come onto the field for the Cougars. Taking for the Cougars, number 38, Pedro Soto. Back to return for the Coyotes, number 4, Elijah Brooks. And it is blocked. The Coyotes fall on around the 10-yard line. The Coyotes will have great starting field position. As they had a passing touchdown on their last drive. We 1st and goal for the Coyotes at the Cougar 9-yard line. After the block punt. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal for the Coyotes. At the Cougars 2-yard line. Morris under center. Motion. He's going to hand it off to number 2, and he walks in for a Coyotes touchdown. Run by number 2, Tage Rigby. Coyotes attempt the point after. It's up, and it is good. Coyotes lead 42-0 with 1:05 left to go before halftime. We're going to go to a commercial. And we are back as we're getting ready for the kickoff. Back to return for the Cougars is number 16, Anthony Roland. Kicking for the Coyotes is number 37, Carlos Moran Esparza. The Coyotes lead 42-0 with 1:05 left to go before half. And a flag comes in. When we tackled around the 20-yard line. There's an injured player on the field. We're going to go to timeout. We're going to go to commercial. back as face mask penalty as Jordan drops back. And he's going to be sacked. Late flags come in. There's a face mask penalty. During the break, there was a face mask penalty against the Coyotes.
Do you mute both of those every time you play a commercial? Sorry.
There was a flag came in on the last play.
So I miss you right here.
Oh, is that cool?
Personal foul face mask against the Coyotes. It'll be an automatic. It'll be a first down. It's gonna be
Sorry about this, folks. We're just waiting on the officials and the people on the sideline to set the first down.
They're going to bring up a 2nd down and 4 from their own 45. Jordan drops back, complete to Andrew De Leon. He'll get out. It'll be complete. Late flag comes in. So he's tackled at the 50-yard line. Personal foul against the Coyotes. It's going to be unsportsmanlike against the Coyotes after the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Coyotes' 37-yard line. Timeout, Cougars. We're going to go to a commercial. And we are back. It's the Kellis Cougars have a 1st and 10 at Coyote 37. This is going to be the final play before halftime. Jordan dropping back. It's going to be incomplete. 10 for number 3, Andrew De Leon. as the Coyotes lead it 42-0 over the Cougars at the half. We're getting ready for the cheer seniors and this.
We had less time for friggin' bands senior night.
Okay, we're live. Still talking. You have a ton of stuff to say. Do you want to break one? Or you? No problem. I mean, do you want to do something different, or you cool talking? Like you to continue.
I want it when he tells me why. You're ready to give us 20 minutes.
Coming up at halftime, we have the cheer seniors, the sports medicine seniors, followed by a cheer performance and an RSK Marching Corps performance. We're getting ready for the cheer seniors to come out here on Kellis Senior Night. Our first senior is Amanda Smith. Amanda plans to attend NAU in the fall and major in education. Our next senior is Daniela Granados Horta. She plans to attend a university to study aerospace engineering. Our third senior is Kimora Bishop. She plans on attending University of Arizona to study criminal justice. Our fourth senior and captain is Ani Zapian. Ani plans on attending Grand Canyon University in the fall to study law enforcement. Please welcome our senior sisters Isabella Zermano and Captain Vanessa Puentes. Isabel plans on attending NAU in the fall to studying psychology. Vanessa plans on attending NAU in the fall to be something great. last but not certainly not least, is Samantha Jerez. In the fall, Sammy plans to attend GCU and then move on to Midwestern University to become a physician assistant. Congratulations to all our Spirit Line seniors. And now for our senior sports med. Tonight we would like to recognize our 7 sports medicine seniors who have decided to escort themselves. Jeannie Obaid, Haley Clement, Mia Villegas, Ashley Rapo, Rachel Hammer, Gracie Houston, and Brooke Davis. Since the season has started, these 7 seniors have accumulated over 1,500 community service hours by working alongside our athletes at every game and practice. To add on, these seniors are active members of other extracurricular clubs like NHS, HOSA, Key Club, Performance Dance, JV Cheer, Varsity Pom, and Volleyball. 4 of our seniors will be CTE program completers in medical assisting or sports medicine and rehabilitation. And 2 other seniors are participants in the West Met Pharmacy Technician program or the Met Professional Academy Bioscience program. Now taking the field, your Kellis 2019-2020 Spirit Line under the direction of head coach Lindsay Levers. A big round of applause to the 2019-2020 Kellis Spirit Line. And now, please welcome to the field your Kellis Marching Corps. The Marching Corps. The Marching Corps is under the direction of Nathan Garrison. Additional instructions provided by Justin Bell, Sadie Myers, Lynette Gibson, Sherry Lindsay, James Lindsay, Zoe Spalding,
Tyler, where do you want me to start off with? Do like a slow pan over. Do you want me to get any chairs? I got Liam right in front of me.
business around 10 years. We're sitting here promoting local raw honey in Peoria. We're off 83rd Avenue, south of Bell Road. We open 10 to 1 on Saturdays, and we're looking at improving the neighborhood. We do a lot with the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts. We're going to start a STEM program possibly in 2020. The Montessori kids, a lot of homeschool kids, we do a lot of stuff with them. They come to our farm. We have the sheep, the chickens, the rabbit. Sometimes we do beekeeping classes for kids. We do beekeeping classes in the cooler weathers every Saturday for adults, 5 to 10 people at a time.
For beekeeping classes, it's really an introduction to bees because here, unlike other areas within the country, people are scared of bees, rightly so in some instances, but we want people to have a hands-on experience and understand that, oh, I actually could walk right up to a hive and they're not going to attack me, and learn the importance of honeybees. There are actually swarm lists, so if you run across a situation where you find you have bees on your property and you do not wish to have them there, instead of having an exterminator come out and kill them, if you do a quick search, there are many beekeepers throughout the valley that it's called a swarm list.
Or email us.
Or email us, and we can direct you. And they'll come out and remove the bees. On average, a hive will consist of anywhere 20,000 to 80,000 bees. In general, we keep the population here small. We keep roughly, I think right now there's about 7 hives, usually around 5. They're mediums to baby size hives, so you can guesstimate 20,000 to 50,000 bees per hive.
Each hive's about 30 pounds to 60 pounds a year. Depends on where they are located and the time of the year, how much rain, what plants, what flowers are in the area. The bees will store out away the nectar, do their thing, but we ultimately take out the frames, we put an extractor, it spins and then it comes out, we strain it and we bottle it. And we're going to have extracting classes soon. And we're kind of waiting for all our beekeeping class students to get to the point where they have honey to harvest. So it's kind of an ongoing continuous education thing. So we like that people come by. We like Peoria a lot. They've been good to us. We like to enjoy the people, our neighbors.
And we are back as we're getting ready for the second half between the Raymond S. Kellis Cougars and the Centennial Coyotes. Centennial Coyotes lead 42-0 going into halftime. as the Cougars will get the ball to start the second half. Back to return for the Cougars is number 16, Anthony Roland. Michael, how do you think that first half went?
Ridiculously well for Centennial. They had very good drives, and their defense wouldn't let the Cougars get any points, so I'd say they're probably very happy right now. There were quite a few penalties, though, so hopefully second half will be a little bit more of a fair game, and we can finish strong.
It's number 30 is kicking off for the Coyotes.
Change the
here. Anthony Roland will take it out near the 30-yard line. And that's where the Cougars will start first and 10. It'll be first and 10 for the Cougars at their own 28-yard line. Jordan's going to keep it, and he is going to be taken down. Loss of 3 on the play. Just going to bring up second down and 13 from their own 26. He's going to hand it off. He's going to lose about a yard on the play. He's going to bring up a third down and 14 from their own 25 for the Cougars. Jordan drops back. It's going to be complete. No gain on the play. Going to bring up fourth down and 14 from their own 25, and the punt team comes out for the Cougars. Kicking for the Cougars, number 38, Pedro Soto. Back to return for the Coyotes is number 4, Elijah Brooks. Flag on the play. As it was returned past the Cougar 30-yard line. helmet to helmet on the Coyotes. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Coyotes at the Cougars' 49-yard line. Joshua Gaska in at quarterback for the Coyotes. It's going to be caught to Elijah Brooks. Flag comes in as he's tackled around the 35-yard line. Holding on the Coyotes. Only 10 yards from the spot of the foul. The first attempt from their own 49, from the Cougars' 49-yard line. Jacob Radin at quarterback. It's gonna be complete to Elijah Brooks. He's to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Coyotes. Elijah Brooks on the reception touchdown. The Coyotes lead 48-0. We're going to go to commercial.
On your mark. Get set.
And we are back as the PAT was up and good for the Centennial Coyotes as they lead 49-0 over the Kellis Cougars. About 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Anthony Roland back to return for the Cougars here on senior night. Your Cougar badminton team has qualified for state for the first time. Please wish these ladies good luck as they start the first round of state on Monday, October 28th. Kicking off for the Coyotes is number 30. And he'll be tackled around the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars on their own 8. timeout on the field by the Cougars. We're going to go to commercial.
The 2020 census is coming. Make sure everyone gets counted.
So I can count everyone in my house?
Everyone who lives in your house counts for $3,000 in city services.
What about Meowly Cyrus?
Unfortunately not.
Does my baby count as a person?
Yes, your baby does.
Fergalicious is like our baby.
Aww, but no.
How about my crazy Uncle Herbert visiting from Germany? That's getting old.
Sorry.
My grandfather lives with us. Should we count him?
Yes, you do.
A bun in the oven?
Maybe in 9 months.
My best friend?
No.
He's here every day.
Yeah, but no.
What about this baby?
If he lives with you.
Dasher?
This got weird. Let's recap. All living, breathing humans residing full-time in your home count. So make sure you count them.
And we are back. That's going to be first and 10 for the Cougars from their own 8-yard line. Jordan's going to hand it off. No gain on the play. It's going to be second down and 10 from their own 8. Jordan drops back. He's going to scramble. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to bring up third down and 10 for the Cougars. Motion. Jordan drops back. Complete to number 18. Nick Overgaard. And it is a Cougar first down. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Cougars at their own 19-yard line. Motion. Jordan drops back. Incomplete. Intended for number 10, Alex Medina. That is the end of the third quarter. The Centennial Coyotes lead 49-0 over the Kellis Cougars. We're going to go to commercial.
The city of Peoria, Arizona is a thriving city in the Northwest Valley that provides excellent municipal services to our community. Recently ranked as the #1 place to live in Arizona by Money Magazine and the top 50 happiest places to live in the country, we are committed to maintaining the level of service to our residents to sustain and enhance the lives and culture of Peoria. However, the commitment to service is never finished. Join our growing team and become part of the buzz that is Peoria. If you are passionate about providing excellent service through anticipating our community's needs,
creating partnerships, promoting sustainability, and embracing diversity, then Peoria is the place for you.
And we are back for the start of the fourth quarter. The Centennial Coyotes lead 49-0 over the Kellis Cougars. Now joining me is Bree Griffin.
Hello, I am filling in for somebody as they are taking a bathroom break.
That is going to be a handoff to number 2, Sebastian Rangel. Going to get a short gain. Going to bring up a loss of 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. From their own 18.
So Spencer, would you say we have any chance of winning this game tonight? Like a 1% chance, 10% chance, anything?
I'd say about a 1% chance with the way the game has gone so far.
Pretty bad chance, but it's something.
So there's a timeout on the field. For cross country, set your alarms to wake up early tomorrow. The boys and girls cross country teams will be participating in the PUSD Championship meet at Paseo Park, 59th Avenue and Thunderbird. The girls start racing at 7:30, followed by the boys at 8 a.m. Jordan dropping back. It's going to be incomplete.
R.I.P.
Intended for number 16, Anthony Roland.
All right, here in just a second, I'll be handing the headset back to Michael Goodrow. And here you are.
As the punt team is out for the Kellis Cougars. Pedro Soto kicking for the Cougars. Elijah Brooks back to return for the Centennial Coyotes. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Coyotes at their own 44-yard line. Centennial in the last drive had a long reception touchdown for number 4, Elijah Brooks. It's going to be a handoff. He's going to get the 1st down and more as he's to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Coyotes. Rushing touchdown by number 25, Mark Jacob. The Coyotes lead 55-0. We're going to go to commercial. And we are back as the PAT for the Centennial Coyotes is up and good. As the Centennial Coyotes lead 56-0 with minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game. Back to return for the Kellis Cougars. It's number 3, Andrew DeLeon. Kicking off for the Centennial Coyotes is number 30. And Andrew DeLeon will be marked down at the 19-yard line. Be first and 10 for the Cougars, their own 19. It's going to be a handoff. Get a gain of a yard on the play. It's going to be up 2nd and 9 at their own 20. Jordan dropping back. Gonna roll. It's gonna be as he throws it out of bounds. Gonna bring up 3rd down and 9 from their own 20-yard line. We're getting toward the end of senior night here at Raymond S. Kellis. Centennial leads this football game 56-0 with 5:27 left to go in the game. Jordan dropping back. Gonna step up and he's gonna be sacked by number 56, Abel Sotelo. He's gonna bring up 4th down. Fourth down and 13. 4th down and 13 yards to go from their own 15-yard line. Pedro Soto out to kick for the Cougars. Elijah Brooks back to return for the Centennial Coyotes. And it'll go out around the 45-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Centennial Coyotes at the Cougars' 44-yard line. Centennial's last drive took them 1 to 2 plays for them to get in the end zone by a long run by number 25, Mark Jacob. See if the Coyotes can punch in another touchdown. Jacob Raid. Motion. It's going to be pitch to number 17. He's going to have a 1st down. That was run by number 17, Seth Jelovic. First attempt for the Coyotes at the Cougars 31-yard line. Motion. Should be a pitch. It's getting about 8 or 9. Injury timeout. We're going to go to commercial. And we are back. It's going to be first down and long for the Coyotes. So it's going to be first. Ball's on the Cougar 44-yard line. Flag. Offsides on the Cougars. As it drops snap, and he is going to be taken down for a loss. So we're taking down inside his own territory so we second down for the Coyotes at their own 48-yard line. It's going to be second down and 28 for the Coyotes. Motion. It's going to be a pitch to number 9. And we taken down at the Cougar 45. Gain of 7. .33 seconds left to go in the game. Third and 22 for the Coyotes at the Cougar 43-yard line. Motion. It's going to be a pitch. And that's going to do it for the ball game. Kellis. PSBN Thank you for joining us for tonight's game. On behalf of Mr. Southwick, our PSBN advisor, and all of us here at PSBN Kellis, thank you for watching tonight.